everyone, it's me again. So, it happened. You finally got that big job interview, or you're just going to turn in your substitute teaching packet at the local school. But you need a face. You need a makeup that says, I've been desperate for a job for a year, but not that desperate. Well, I'm here to help. Today I'm going to show you the makeup that will land you the job. As a disclaimer, this makeup may or may not actually land you a job. Please don't try to sue me because you didn't get a job from this makeup. Okay, ready? You ready? I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get started. Step number 1 is primer. It is important to use an eyeshadow primer because, let's face it, you probably didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night and there's a bunch of dark circly things and veiny things happening on your eyeball. Primer will hopefully disguise that, and it will make your eyeshadow last all day, even if you end up crying in your car convinced that you totally bombed this interview. Alright, next step is face primer, because let's be honest, you're probably hungover from that entire bottle of wine you guzzled last night while crying over your bachelor's degree. If you have any facial hair, please, for the love of God, wax or shave it off. Well, or don't. Who knows? You might be even more likely to get hired if you're a man, or look like one. So for the eyeshadow look today, you're going to want something that is trying hard without trying hard. You want something that says, I totally am in control of myself. I did not stay up until 5 a.m. last night binge watching Game of Thrones on Netflix. You also want something natural. You don't want something that says, my other job is in a strip club. So, let's go ahead and skip through this whole eyeshadow application thing because, let's face it, it's probably not gonna help. That's a little better. As a few tips to make this eye look really pop, don't forget to wear waterproof mascara for that whole crying in the car part we talked about earlier. Give yourself a little bit of a pep talk before the interview. Go ahead and stare in your mirror while you're getting ready and talk yourself up. Your parents are totally not disappointed in you. That bachelor's degree was not a waste of thousands of dollars and 4 years of your time. Go ahead, champ. You can do it. Now your eyes are probably bloodshot. See that bloodshotedness? Yeah, from staying up so late. Right. So you're gonna want to take a nude eyeliner and put it in your waterline just to look more awake and less hungover. Let's go ahead and talk about the face. Now, our face is going to be our main selling point, so we want this to really shine, to really stand out, to really be perfect, but not too perfect. After all, we don't want to look like we have makeup caked all over our face, do we? Foundation is probably the most important part of this step, but we'll get to that in a minute. After all, you've got some dark circles to cover up from all that Netflix binging, so let's go ahead and apply some concealer. And remember, don't put on too much concealer or do the whole Kim Kardashian highlighting technique. After all, you don't want your prospective future employer to know that you've spent the last year of unemployment watching Michelle Phan videos. Now for foundation, we have to cover up all of that stress acne you've been getting from being unemployed for so long. So for foundation, I've decided to use something that I realistically probably can't afford. We have to look like, despite being unemployed for a year, we are totally in control. Looking just a little overdone? Perfect. That's exactly what you're going for. Now for the face makeup. You don't want to look too pale because you don't want to look like you've been hiding inside for a year, but at the same time you also don't want to put too much face makeup on because you'll look like a clown. So I'm going to go ahead and take a luminizing blush that's going to bring more awakeness to my face, and I'm going to put just a hair too little on, then try to put more on and end up putting on too much. As for contouring and highlighting, you might as well just skip that because most of your face makeup is going to sweat off during the interview. So for your lips, you want something that's going to be somewhat there, but not really. You basically want to look perfect naturally, but if you don't, there's not a whole lot you can do to fix that. But that's okay. Just put on a lip color that's pretty similar to your natural lip color, and then put a little teeny tiny bit of lip gloss over top. The person who's interviewing you might be a man, and if he is, then you're going to want to look just like you might want to get down and dirty to try and get this job, but of course, not actually getting down and dirty to get this job, because then he will think you're a slut and not hire you. And there you have it. Hopefully you are looking primed and polished and just slightly overdone, and you've put your panic attack on pause for the time being. Now, during the actual interview, make sure to put your head and face as far away from your interviewer as humanly possible so they can't tell you put 7 layers of makeup on for this job interview. Don't forget to smile and assure them that no matter what, you have everything in your life under complete control. Don't forget to spend about 3 hours doing this simplistic makeup look and changing your mind about your outfit about 10 or 12 times. You're probably going to end up being late to this interview because you've got public transportation to catch. Even after all of this, it may not even matter, because you probably don't have the 3 years of experience that are required for an entry-level position anyway. I sincerely hope that this helped you guys out, or at the very least, made you laugh a little bit, and I will see you in the next video. Good luck out there, millennials.